So the end credit. Leo finally pops the question to April and they go to prom together. But whilst they're going to prom, she says, it's just as friends, right? Which leads me to believe that in the sequel, we're going to get Casey Jones, because Casey Jones is known to be April's love interest throughout most of the series, and it just makes sense. But the thing that I really wanted to talk about, right, was the setup with the villain, because you get the scientist woman, she's like, oh yeah, send in the shredder. And then you just see him like with the backdrop and just looking at the city. It's phenomenal, right? I'm so glad they didn't use Shredder as the main villain in this, because, you know, he is the Turtles' main villain, right? And like having him in their origin story doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because they're new, you know, they don't quite know how to fight yet. They're still developing their skills, and for them to go against someone who's all powerful and completely trained and like knows everything, it doesn't make sense narratively for them just to be able to beat him up in their first solo film. And I know some of the other previous films have actually done that, and it doesn't quite fit, for me at least, unless you depower Shredder. But in this, like, they couldn't even take on Superfly, and you know, it seems to me like they're actually trying to build them a little bit more, which I really like. But I'm hoping that we get the Foot Clan as well, because like you can't really have Shredder without the Foot Clan. And also, I don't understand why the lady was like sending Shredder, because that kind of says to me that he's more of a pawn than an actual big time player. But I'm hoping that's not the case, and I am hoping that he is the leader, unless it is revealed that she is Krang. Then I'll be alright with it. Yeah, I really hope this movie gets a sequel, because whilst it had a slow start, I did actually really enjoy the film and actually got into it halfway through. I think Shredder is an amazing villain to carry on with the series, and then Casey Jones would also add another human face, and it would give the Turtles more of a friend, especially Raphael, because Raphael didn't really get much to do in this movie. So to have them paired up, you'd kind of bring his characteristics out a lot more.